We begin tonight with the protests shutting down freeways and bridges across the Bay Area for much of the day today, leading to more than 24 arrests.
All of this certainly impacted thousands of people, late to work, late to flights, late to appointments. Among the questions now, will these protesters face jail time? And can we prevent something like this from happening yet again?
Details just in about those pro-Palestinian protesters who shut down the Golden Gate Bridge for hours yesterday. San Francisco's district attorney says they won't be charged with a crime, at least not yet.
My name is Assemblywoman Kate Sanchez. I represent the 71st District, which is half Orange County and half Riverside County, unincorporated areas as well. What we saw on Monday, just a few days ago, is protesters shutting down the Golden Gate Bridge for hours on end, delaying very necessary medical treatments. And this seems to be an uptick of things that we've been seeing this kind of action the past few months. These protests are not just impeding someone getting to work on time, but they're impeding potentially first responders from getting to the scene of an emergency or taking someone that needs help immediately. They are impeding them not just for a few minutes, which could be the difference between life or death. They are impeding them for hours and hours on end. And we saw in interviews from Monday that there were 2 necessary medical appointments that people were unable to get to because of these protests, and they're selfish. Obviously, we always support the right to protest and free speech. However, we're seeing now how important it is to give people the tools to be able to fight back against this, because it's unacceptable. What we even saw from Monday, the governor himself weighed in on this exact protest, saying it's not helpful. He supports the freedom of speech, the right to protest, as I think we all do. But in this vein, there has to be more productive, thoughtful ways, because we don't want to hurt anyone that needs necessary medical attention from getting it. There's a lot of different charges that they had. In fact, there were already, I think, up to 26 people arrested for this incident. And what is mind-blowing to me is currently the fee structure for a misdemeanor or a ticket is less than a speeding ticket. When you're talking about potentially stopping people from being able to get to emergency medical needs, right? It's less than a speeding ticket nowadays. So I feel like asking just to double the penalty or the fines necessary to show them we are more serious about what you're doing and please do it somewhere else, I don't think that's asking too much at all. They are now having to be released because of lack of evidence. And the problem is when we do have penalties currently that haven't been updated since 1990s, right, as far as the fee structure or being able to hold them accountable, what my bill would do would just double that fee structure. So, for as low as, if it's $100, double it to $200, up to $1,000. Nothing egregious. It would just give people more tools in the toolbox to hold protesters accountable. Do I think there are grounds? That's probably up to the DA to decide. I do believe that there should be something in place. There should be something done to hold these people more accountable. But unfortunately, what we've seen out of Sacramento consistently in the last couple years are very soft on crime, very the lack of justice held for those that are being hurt, being potentially, and we're talking about life-saving medical emergencies. And I've sadly seen out of Sacramento a lack of initiative.
Ow, 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 ow! I got it. Ow! I got you. You got the arms? Okay.
I tell you, when they're adult temper tantrums like that, I want to see them held accountable to the full extent of the law. I think this is a very great example and an opportunity for both sides of the aisle to find common ground and to pass something for the better of all of our communities, right? This is not just happening on the Golden Gate Bridge. This is happening up and down the state. This is an opportunity for us to come together and say enough is enough. There has to be other productive, thoughtful ways to protest as opposed to blocking down and making it very difficult for everyday Californians to get to work, to have a doctor's appointment or a scheduled surgery. This needs to stop.